Hey y'all, today I'll be showing you how I made and installed these 6-inch lock extensions using some 12-inch Afro Kinky bulk hair that I got from EXYHAIR.com. So if you're interested in watching, go ahead and stay tuned. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tap that bell so you don't miss any notifications. And if you're a returning subscriber, you already know you lit. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you two things. I'm going to be showing you how I made these lock extensions, and I'm going to be showing you how I installed them. This is the EXYHAIR.com Afro Kinky Human Hair Bulk 12 inches. Each bundle is 30 grams. I got 4 bundles, and the color is like a 1B natural black. What I like about this hair, it can be bleached or dyed. And there was a lot of hair packed into this bundle, and the hair was really soft. Like when I first got it out of the package, it was a bit crunchy, but once I washed the locks, like after I installed them, the hair was super soft. Way softer than I expected, at least. It maintained this curly texture, and I'm gonna tell you, these 4 bundles, I was able to make a full head of locks. So more hair information like the price and the link to purchase is in my description box below if you're interested. When I got my package, it came with the 4 packs of hair, the 4 30-gram bundles, and it came with 2 pairs of lashes, and I believe it came with a crochet hook, but I'm not too for sure because I did end up using it. I had my own 2 hooks that I was alternating between. The first hook that I had was from a pack of crochet hooks that I bought from Amazon. That is the single metal hook, and that is 0.5 millimeters. And then I have a second crochet hook that has like 2 hooks on it, and that is a 0.75 millimeter hook. And I usually take 1 hook out. I only like it because it has the wide handle on it. And I got this crochet hook from my local beauty supply store. Now on to make the lock extensions. And then these lock extensions I made 6 inches long, and I made them about 1 centimeter thick. They're not too packed in, but they're packed enough, and I wanted to give them make them a little bit fluffy so that it would kind of give off the starter lock texture. Even though they're lock extensions, I know it's still a journey. So anyways, we did 56 locks, and to start out these locks, to form them, I just grabbed a piece of hair and I started pushing my crochet hook through the center of the lock while I was rotating the outside hairs with my thumb. Okay, so I don't know if I said it before, but I grabbed the hair in between my pointer and my thumb, or my fingers and my thumb, and then I would push the crochet hook in between while rotating the hair in between my fingers and my thumb. And that's what gives the lock its round shape, and that's also what keeps you from stabbing yourself. Now, it does wear out your finger, your thumb. It feels weird, but if you're sliding it parallel to your fingers, you shouldn't be stabbing it. And that was my problem when I first started these. I used to always stab myself. So now I got it. I can push the crochet hook through, and basically you're just grabbing loose hair from one end and pulling it to the center or pulling it to the next side. And you just keep rotating up and down the lock until you form it. Then you want to palm roll it to pack the hair in, and then go through it with the crochet hook 1 or 2 more times, and then there's your lock. A lot of lock extensions have a rounded tip or like a rounded end. To do that, you would position a crochet hook a different way. I don't really like the rounded end look. I like to leave the ends a little bit loose. You'll see once I'm done. Well, you're not going to be able to see too much because I ended up twisting the ends up, but it just makes it look a little bit more natural to leave the ends loose. Like, it makes it look a little bit more natural as a starter lock, not a matured lock. If you're going for a matured lock look, then I would suggest you to pack the lock and to make the ends round. And this is the finished lock. This is how it turned out. And like I said, I ended up making 56 6-inch locks that were about 1 centimeter wide. And now I'm going to show you how I installed them. To start with her natural hair, I washed her hair, conditioned it, moisturized it, and then I parted it out and twisted her roots down and put her underneath a dryer for a little bit. Her hair is still a little bit damp. I did not blow it out at all. I kept it in its natural state so it'll be easier to blend in with the lock extension. So as you see, I got the lock extension and I spread her hair out like a fan. And then I put the lock extension in the middle of her hair and I wrapped her natural hair around it. And then the same method that I had to create the lock extension is the method that I used to blend or to crochet her hair, her natural hair, into the lock extension. So you can see that I'm grabbing the lock and her natural hair in between my fingers and my thumb, and I'm pushing the crochet hook through the middle and pulling it back through to the next side or to the middle while rotating it in between, like twisting it back and forth and rotating it towards a clockwise position, because that's the way that I have her new growth, or that's the way that I have her roots twisted. The only difference is, like, I'm not going all the way down the lock. I'm concentrating where her hair ends, or basically where her hair is loose at. So that's about like a ½ inch to an inch away from her scalp, all the way into the ends. And then I'm gonna grab the crochet hook and I'm gonna point it downwards. When I point it downwards to pull it out, that's to grab the hair from the lock extension and pull it up to her natural hair. And when I point it upwards, that's to grab her natural hair and pull it down into the lock extension. So I'm just trying to get all of those little loose hairs intertwined with each other from her natural hair to the lock extension so they get all tangled and matted up and grow out beautifully. And now I'll be back towards the end to show you the finished look. And this is not a finished look, but I wanted to show you her parts compared to the size locks that she has. I will always suggest you to have your parts a little bit bigger than your lock extensions so that when your hair grows out, the roots can match the lock size. If your locks are bigger than your parts, 8 times out of 10, it's gonna be too heavy for your new growth, or it's gonna be too big for your new growth, and it's either going to pop off or it's gonna look crazy. So yeah, just a little tip. And this is the finished look. It came out so cute. And it took way less time than I expected. I wish I could tell you how long it took me, but I wasn't keeping track of the time. I'm sorry. I'll try to for next time. But big shout out to my beautiful model, my baby girl. And big shout out to EXYHAIR for sending this Afro Kinky bulk hair to review. More information and a link to purchase is in my description box below if you're interested.